Hello, can you guys hear me? Or the one person hear me, Zoroku. All right. Hey, if you don't know who I am now, I'll probably just wait for other people. Give me a moment, I'll answer all questions in a moment. I am the Kaiju no Kami. Well, I am standing Kaiju no Kami. Kaiju no Kami is behind me. How are you all doing? I hope you have had a great 2001, or 2021, I mean, not 2001. Those were the days. Ooh, okay, there's more people on now. Kaiju no Kami's taking over. All right. Hello, everyone, on this Saturday morning or Saturday night, depending where you live. You probably know by now, I am the Kaiju no Kami, since you're all here, and most people probably aren't coming on here if they don't know who I am. I hope you have all had a good 2021 so far, despite the really weird craziness we've had a little bit. All right, I'm assuming then that everyone can hear me because people are responding to what I said. So, I will try. This one's going to be a bit different from my normal Q&As because I'm on a limited time this time around because we have some afternoon plans. So I might not get to answer every question, but we'll see what happens. I'll try my best to answer all questions as usual. Also, Mill Creek released their March releases, and there are no Ultraman releases coming out in March. So on one hand, it's a bummer, but on the other hand, I'm like, yes, another month before I have to review something. Gives me time to get through Bokenger. All right. So once again, welcome everyone who just came in. Let's get started here. Psycho 0002711. How was Maji Ranger? Maji Ranger was about the same as the last time I watched it and the time before that. I love the villains of the show. The villains are what make the show for me. I have recorded my review for both that and Sailor Moon Crystal Season 3. So I'll be working on Crystal Season 3 on Monday, and then I'll work on Maji Ranger after that. So we'll see, either Maji Ranger will be out at the end of this month or early February. Psycho again, after Bokenger, what are your Sentai plans? I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm kind of hoping that Wandering Moonbeams finishes Turbo Ranger before I get through Bokenger, but if it doesn't happen, it's probably going to either be Tokuger or Juoger. I'm thinking maybe Tokuger because it's the only Sentai series I have not watched, so it'd be kind of nice to watch and review something I haven't seen before. On the other hand, I was thinking Juoger just because it's the follow-up to Ninja, so we'll see which one happens. Nick Cooper, good afternoon. Patty Murphy, hello. Godzilla 2009-4, hi, hello. Shinobi, 2001. Godzilla 2009, 91, 81. Yeah, they all start blending in at times. But actually, no, 81 wouldn't because I wasn't born then. Maybe it's Sakurajima. He's in your bed, but I'm in her Twitch chat. Okay. All right, so let's see. Godzilla 2009, 1971. Hey, that's the year Clockwork Orange came out. Psycho, the translator of Wandering Moonbeams, has said they're going to continue the Turbo Rangers now. Oh, okay, cool. Awesome. Kamen Rider 64. Hey, Kaiju. Yo. Psycho of Godzilla 2009-4. Poggers, Folgers, but with a P? I don't know. Don McCullen, hey, Kami, enjoyed G, truly different from other Ultraman series, going to try Orb. Glad you enjoyed it. I saw that you had sent me a message on the Facebook page. I just haven't had a chance to look at it yet. It's been an interesting few weeks, personally. Yeah, I'll just say that. Shinobi, I was just watching the episode where Ultra 7 shrinks and goes into a nose. Oh, the one with the bubble monster. Bubbles. Yes. I've been rewatching Ultra 7 myself, actually, and I'm up. I have the last 3 episodes left. It's such a great show. I love it. There are little flaws here or there, but I think it is the best Ultra series because, now, even with its flaws, it does so much good and so much originality, and I love the characters. So, all right, Psycho, he said it on Twitter. All right, let's see. Patty Murphy. I'm on the last 10 episodes of Flashman. It might take me to make it into my top 5 unless they really fumble the bag in the last 10 episodes. Well, I can't say if you're going to like them or not, but I loved the last 10 episodes to Flashman. I had a blast. I thought they were incredible, and they do the show justice. And it's one of the most messed up endings. It was like, damn. All right. Where do we go? All right, 61, 51. Darth Madeira. Hey, Kaiju, I was just about to head into the shower until you popped up. Well, go take a shower, man. Don't let me stop you. Glad you could join, but taking a shower is far more important than listening to some dude ramble on about crap. Psycho, how are you finding Bokinger? Also, it's O's, like Common Rare O's. Yeah, I kind of thought of that after I was saying 000. I was like, oh wait, it's O's, Common Rider O's. But yes, I knew that. I just, at that moment, I had a brain fart. How are you finding? But how am I finding Bokinger? I'm 7 episodes into it, and I'm kind of bored. There's been little good stuff in the last few episodes. I did like episode 4. Episode 4 had that really cool battle in the snow. But right now, I'm just like, okay. And last night I watched episodes 5, 6, 7, and every episode introduced a new toy. It was like, are you kidding me? We've got the drill, the shovel, the mixer, and then the new upgraded gun blaster drill thingamajig. I'm like, damn, people, slow down. Like, oh my god. Is this what people watching Kamen Rider Saber are feeling like? Yuck. All right. How do you feel about the Zenkaiger trailer for Mr. Toku? I've only watched it raw. I don't know if anyone has subbed it. I don't know. I don't really have any feelings one way or the other. I wasn't blown away by it, but I wasn't like, oh my god, this is terrible. So, I am curious to see what's going to happen with Watanabe returning to helm the score. That should be cool. All right, Iman, have you ever seen Ultraman Mabius? I have not. Corellica and I were going to watch Max and Mabius way back when it was on Crunchyroll, and then Crunchyroll took it off. So it was like, okay, that's cool. So I'm just going to wait now until the Mill Creek Blu-rays come out. What is Godzilla 2009 for? What is your worst King Kong movie? Oh, probably King Kong Lives. Yeah, I'm going to say King Kong Lives, even though there's really not that much positive to say about Kong beyond the original film, and I guess Toho's versions were not bad, but I don't really count them as King Kong movies. I don't know why, but well, I love King Kong Escapes, but King Kong Lives would be the worst. I don't know if you guys heard the news, but Godzilla vs. Kong has been pushed ahead to March for release. So I'm probably going to end up reviewing Skull Island next month, barring any copyright claims on it. So yeah, I'll probably, once I get through edited my Maji Ranger review and my Sailor Moon Crystal 3 review, Kong Skull Island will probably be next on the review queue. Don McCullen, love the storyline of Masked Man, but the end I skipped. By the end, I skipped the mech fights. The mech fights could get pretty boring at times. That's the downside to a lot of the 80s Sentai series, is the mech fights just felt like they were there to sell a toy, and that was it. They didn't feel like they had any purpose. Darth Madeira, before I forget, what's the next Ultraman series to review? I'm assuming the next series coming out from Mill Creek is Leo, so that would be the next series I'm reviewing. Right now, I'm just tackling Sentai for Toku until the next Ultraman release. Miles Tales Prower, the legendary classic gamer. Have you heard of Godzilla Island, a Japanese show where all the monsters are portrayed by Godzilla toys? Yes, I have heard of it. I don't know anything about it. I've never seen it, but I have heard of it. It sounded kind of fun, but it sounds like something that would be funny for like the first minute, and then it would overstay its welcome. Commodore 64. Now that it's 2021, I guess to you it's the start of a new decade. Yes, it is. If you don't know my thing, my stance is decades are 1 through 10, not 0 through 9. And so yes, for me it's a new decade. Decade though. Singing in the Rain, Poggers. Okay. Godzilla 2009. I must be not posers. Poggers. Okay, I gotcha. If Godzilla is a female, will Mothra be a male? No. I hope not. I don't know, but no. Mario Brothers J. We need a giant Donkey Kong versus the old King Kong. I'm assuming that's supposed to be old King Kong. That'd be funny. That would make a great Robot Chicken skit. Get on it, Seth Green. Darth Madeira. It's been hell these last few weeks. Let's not beat around the bush. Yeah. For multiple reasons. Nick Cooper. Hey, Kaiju no Kami. On Amazon Prime, I'm watching 2 anime. They're called Samurai Pizza Cast and Elfen Lied. I've never seen either. I've had some interest in Elfen Lied, but not really, never really took an interest in Samurai Pizza Cats. I know people love it. I just don't have an interest in it. I did recently, Krellick and I rewatched Big O. That is such a good show. I can't believe it's taken me a decade to rewatch it. Jet Hazard, it's my boy. What's up? What's up? Same as always. Same as always. Iman32, thanks for commenting on my Ultraman Taro Blu-ray video, Kaiju. No problem. I saw it, watched your unboxing. It was like, cool. Well, enjoy it. I didn't really have much to add. I mean, you already knew that I reviewed it, so I was like, well, I'm just gonna say enjoy. Godzilla 2009. What is your favorite non-Japanese movie? Ooh, there's a lot, but one of my top favorites is Double Indemnity from 1944. It's a film noir. It's like the most film noir that ever noired. Other ones would include Clockwork Orange, The Shawshank Redemption, Lord of the Rings, Scarface, The Godfather 2, Halloween, The Thing, Alien. I mean, we've got a whole movie collection. Oops, come on, over there. I suck at trying to center that. But yeah, so those would be some of my favorite non-Japanese movies. Russian Wanderer, next time do Q&A with a warning. I kind of did a warning. I said on Twitter, hey, I feel like doing a Q&A in like 10 minutes. Zeo King Silver, made it! Mr. Toku, to be honest, you are the only big Toku channel that talks about how good Flashman is. It's an underrated masterpiece. I think it's mostly because a lot of Toku channels just have never gotten to see Flashman. I think because it wasn't actually fully subbed until last year. No, last year? Or was it 2019 it was fully subbed? The years have blended together. So I think it's just that people weren't watching it because it wasn't fully accessible. Now that it's accessible, I'm hoping more people watch it because, yes, it is a masterpiece. Zeo King Silver, do you think it will be like Gokaiger? I'm assuming you mean for Zenkaiger. I hope not. I want to see something different. But I mean, if it maintains the same energy as Gokaiger, then I'm cool with that. I just don't want to see Gokaiger 2.0, like how Geo was Decade 2.0. Patty Murphy. Maji Ranger sounds like Tokuger were the best parts of the show and are the villains. I've heard that about Tokuger. I never made it past episode 5 of Tokuger because that's just how it worked when it was airing. I just didn't like it. Zillapunk 2007. What I miss? Nothing yet. Just me answering a bunch of questions. And stuff about being on a limited time, so I might not get to every question. No Ultraman release for March from Mill Creek as of this moment. I finished Maji Ranger. I'm watching Bokenger. I've recorded my reviews from Maji Ranger and Sailor Moon Crystal Season 3 and that stuff. And Step In Kaiju no Kami is here. Hello. All right. Mario Brothers J. I have seen all the Godzilla movies except Godzilla Raids Again and All Monsters Attack. Should I watch them? I mean, you've come this far, you might as well. Godzilla Raids Again is a pretty good movie. It's not great, but it's better than some of the other sequels. All Monsters Attack, or Godzilla's Revenge as it was known in America, is basically a clip show movie. It's not the worst Godzilla movie, so if you've survived the anime trilogy or Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla, you can survive All Monsters Attack. It's only like 70 minutes long too, so it's not super long. Zillapunk 2007. What did you think of Kyoto? When I watched it when it first aired, I liked it initially, but then when the Red Ranger became the main focus and everything revolved around his invincibility, it lost me. And the ending kind of lost me, or the lack of an ending. That's been one of my beefs lately with a lot of these Sentai shows. Toei is not doing proper endings just so they can continue the story of the Rangers in the next series, or in the crossover movies, crossover events, and I'm getting kind of sick of it. I want a completed story. HBO Max is where Kong vs. Godzilla is going to show. Yes, I know. I now have access to HBO Max, but I would rather still see it in theaters, so I'm hoping I can see it in theaters. We'll see if any theaters are open by then. Patty Murphy, I really like the MonsterVerse Kong movie. I think it's the best movie to come out of the MonsterVerse. I was not actually blown away with Kong. I hated it when the first time we saw it in theaters. We saw an advanced screening of it, and I hated it. Or I guess I wouldn't say I hated it. I just wasn't thrilled with it. I liked it better the second time. And have I watched? Yes, I watched the Blu-ray after I got it. And it seems I seem to like it more with each viewing, but we'll see what happens when I go to watch it next month for review purposes. I might completely hate it again. We'll see. Leo was leaked for mid-April. Oh, cool to know. Thanks, Zilla. So yeah, I won't have to worry about an Ultraman review till mid-March, early April, depending when Mill Creek sends it to me, if they send it to me. Not that I don't. I love it. I love the fact that Mill Creek is sending me these. They're awesome. They're blast. It's funny when I get packages that don't even have anything I wanted. If you've watched my unboxing videos, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So some of them we've given away as prizes or gifts. Others we're going to give away to charity auctions at conventions if they ever happen again. All right, Zoroku, I guess he's just saying for above. If I have any from Patty Murphy, if I have anything bad to say about Flashman, is that the Flash Titans fights suck. Yeah, that probably is the one negative towards the show. But that, like I said, that's 80s mech battles for you. Darth Madeira, speaking of Super Sentai, I finally got the DVDs for Go-Go 5 and Time Ranger thanks to my girlfriend. Awesome! Let me know what you think of them when you watch them. Or if you've already watched them, let me know what you think in the comments here. Or chat, I guess. Mayo's Tails Power. If you go to Etsy, you'll find Godzilla Island there. I ordered it. I hate to go, but I gotta go. get my COVID-19 shot. Our vaccines finally came. Cool. Enjoy. Don't get sick from them. Yo, Zilla. Comic fan. Are you going to review Go Busters? At some point I will. Don't know when. What the heck? My screen just like flash? Okay. Yeah, I'll my plan is to get through every Sentai series, but sooner or later. So, my goal is to get through all the way up through Lupin Ranger versus Pot Ranger by 2025. I'm sure I'm going to be sooner than that, but that's my goal, to have the first 42 series reviewed by then. And I've got 32 of them reviewed, and one has been filmed, so that'll be 33. So I think I'll hit that by 2025 or earlier, like I said. Let's see. Zuroku Zero. Zillapunk. Hey, Patty. Murder Brothers J. I remember when you uploaded your first Godzilla review back in 2015, and you're how I got into the giant monster genre. Ah, well, thanks. Thanks for being a fan since then. I know those reviews were not exactly the greatest, especially by today's standards, but I was still learning. I was still teaching myself how to do video editing and all the equipment and everything I had to piece together, because I didn't even know if I was going to actually be able to do video editing and stuff. So I'm happy that I managed to learn it and was like, okay, I can do this. And that the channel just kept on growing, because people like you are the reason I'm still doing this today. Godzilla 2099. What are your thoughts on the Hays Code taking out scenes from King Kong in the 38 re-release? I hate censorship all around. I get why they did it, but I just wish the studio hadn't lost that footage. That's the biggest tragedy. It's not really that they made the scenes be taken out. It's that they lost the footage that really hurts it, I feel. It's too bad there's no time machine, so people could go back in time and get all these like film prints before they were edited, like for King Kong, or all the missing Doctor Who episodes. Just go back in time, take them, and bring them to the future. And here you go. Here's the uncut version, or here's the full episodes intact. All right. Jet Hazard. I found out Crunchyroll has Dokuro-chan. I was like 6 when my brother showed me that. I don't know if I know Dokuro-chan. Oh my God, not Dokuro-chan from Zoroku. Rafael Navarro. Hey. Hello. Lane Kramer. Hey ya all. Hey ya. Whoop. Jumped. All right. Let's see. Don McCullough, at least in Live Man, they set up the two robots to combine into an Ultra Mech Zord. And my top favorite ways to grow. Gosh kicks ass does not always have to do fisticuffs with Live Man. I do, like I said, I do like Gosh. I just wish they had done more with him. Did I say? Yeah, I said that somewhere. Yeah, blah blah blah. Zoroku, I freaking hate how all my friends know about Happy Tree Friends. Why do you hate it that they know about Happy Tree Friends? All right, Lane Kramer. I just got for Xmas sent to me Mega Ranger and Go-Go 5. Awesome. Enjoy. I'm actually thinking about rewatching Mega Ranger shortly. Mostly because getting the Hasbro figures has put me in the mood for Mega Ranger. Don't actually want to stop doing Q&As randomly with no reason. Nope. I'm going to just do Q&As whenever I feel like it. Zoroku, the only thing I got for Christmas was Beyblades. Hey, still cool. I got quite a few things. You can see what I got. Well, Krellick and I ended up getting on Twitter. Just off the top of my head, I got The Matrix in 4K, Aladdin in 4K, the animated one. I got Perfect Blue on Blu-ray, Ninja Scroll on Blu-ray, God Mars for Blu-ray. And a bunch of video games. Last of Us 2. Wow. Brain fart. Crash Bandicoot 4. And Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Why I'm forgetting my PS4 games, I do not know. And then I got for the Switch Mario Odyssey, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, and Panzer Dragoon. And then I just picked up, because Karelika and I suddenly took an interest in thanks to our friend, well, partially thanks to Advent Nebula, but also to our friend Eliza Bunny, who got us interested in the Yakuza series. So last weekend we picked up the 8 Yakuza games. So 0 through Like a Dragon. All right. Darth Madeira, I've already watched Go 5 and for the most part enjoy it. I will say the villains there are better than their counterparts in Lightspeed Rescue. Yeah, but then when you have Vipra, anything's better. I don't think as bad as the acting is in Operation Overdrive, I think Viper might still be the worst thing to ever happen to Power Rangers. All right, Comic Fan, are you going to review Go Busters and Ryu Soldier? Like I said, I'll get to them at some point. Now, Ryu Soldier's after my 2025 plans, but given how I've been trending 5 to 7 Sentai series a year, it probably will happen sooner rather than later. Zilla Punk, what do you think of the Monstrous Atrocities Tokusatsu vlog? I don't know that. I honestly don't even know what vlog is. I've heard people talk about vlog, but I have no idea what vlog is. Zio King Silver, yeah, Zenkaiger those cogs seem similar. Kamen Rider 64, the Crunchyroll Anime Awards is coming soon. You're looking forward to it? I'm not an award show person. Usually what I want to win doesn't win. Usually what I want to win doesn't even get nominated. So I don't usually pay attention to award shows. Occasionally they can be entertaining to watch, but for me award shows really end up becoming nothing more than, how do I put it nicely? I'm not even going to try. I don't care for award shows. Get your Mountain Dew and Doritos, though. Lane Kramer, do you have any suggestions where to locate subversions of the Metal Hero series from Showa and Heisei eras? Metallic Fan Subs has done a lot. Weeabo Shogun were the ones that subbed the first 2 of the Rescue trilogy, Wind Spectre and Soulbrain. They were subbing the 3rd one and then stopped. I don't know why. And I can't think of the 3rd one's name suddenly. I can't think offhand who subbed some of the other ones, because someone did Jiraiya, or that might have been Metallic. Most of them, I think, came from Metallic Fan Subs, actually. I'm pretty sure most of them were from Metallic. So check Metallic first and foremost. No one has fully subbed B-Fighter or B-Fighter Kabuto, unfortunately. All right, Zio King Silver. Is there a Sentai you found the villains more fun? Oh, Changeman, Maji Ranger. Wow. Brain fart. Well, Geki Ranger. Geki Ranger, definitely. Did you see the Zenkaiger trailer yet? I have Zilla Punk. Obviously, you missed that earlier. I wasn't blown away with it, but I wasn't like, oh god, man, this is terrible. Indi tiji dat je dize langi kanal nam hebet kizele dam heb ik intusen el je panenkoekin gistulin. Try to pronounce my username. I just did. And I failed miserably. Ray Kersey, hey. Seafoam Gaming, what do you think of bad Grubhub and ads that's everywhere? I think Grubhub is crap anyway, so I don't know anything about their bad ads because I just think they're terrible all around. I've seen back when this whole COVID stuff started, we were at Buffalo Wild Wings waiting for our order, and there was one Grubhub dude who stood there waiting for 4 different orders to come out, even though 2 of them were like 10 minutes apart. So it's like, why would I want to order from Grubhub when these people are just intentionally standing there waiting and letting my food get cold? How do I know it's not going to be my food that's in that bag first? Like, no, that's ridiculous. So I have no interest in Grubhub or any of those type of deliveries. I'd rather just go get the food myself most of the time. The only exception was like Pizza Hut, but they no longer deliver to my apartment complex because they're a bunch of morons who don't want people's money during the time of COVID. So fine, whatever. But yeah, I don't like Grubhub in general. I think they overcharge. I think the fact that they charge businesses so much to use them is ridiculous. Because I read somewhere that they charge like 40% of the profits to the business, which is ridiculous. So I think they're a bad company all around. Good intentions, but bad company all around. And they totally took advantage of everything going on. Ugh. Godzilla's Revenge is really 69 minutes, not 70. Semantics, dude. Semantics. Close enough. Toys, cartoons, anime, tokusatsu, German. Do you like the new artwork for the Yu-Gi-Oh! 7 cards? I haven't paid attention. I haven't looked at Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards in the last several years because I've given up on Yu-Gi-Oh! I still have all these Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards I can't even get rid of because nobody wants them. I had like one local store. They were going to give me $10 for an entire binder because it had one card in there they actually wanted, and that card was worth $10. So I basically was going to be giving them everything else for free. I'm like, that makes no sense. I'd rather just recycle them if I'm going to do that. So no, I have not seen the new artwork. Let's see, Zoroku. No, that's not. Mate. Ro. Oh, crap. I don't know hiragana. Give me 1 second here. Oops. Control C. This is a Mac I'm putting this on, so I need to Google Translate. So I need to. Oh shoot! It's command. God damn it! Command, not control. I just whoopsie. Chibi macro-chan. Chibi macro-chan. Okay. Yeah, that thing. All right. Chibi macro-chan. Jimmy Jonathan Lee. Love your Taro review. Thank you. Anyway, how do you feel about the critical reappraisal of All Monsters Attack in recent times? Because most people say it's one of Honda's more personal films. I don't know. I don't care if a movie's personal to the director or not. I care when I review something, I have to go on its quality, and I don't think it's a good movie. No matter how personal it might be to him, I personally find it boring. I think it's great. I totally get where he could be coming from with the whole lonely child aspect and bullies and stuff, but for me, it just doesn't make for an exciting movie. Darth Madeira. Agreed on wanting a complete story for Super Sentai. Same goes for Power Rangers. Power Rangers is a waste of time in my opinion because it's overrated. I don't think it's overrated, and I don't think it's popular like it used to be. And Power Rangers came out at a time when we really needed it. What do you think of Godzilla King of the Monsters 2019 from Zillapunk? I still think it's meh. Kamarei 64, do you join any Facebook groups? Yeah, I'm on a couple Facebook groups, Toku Legion, Colorado Rangers, and a couple anime ones. One called Pure Geeks, which they also had a horror page that got taken down back in November because it didn't meet community standards. But I try not. I'm in a G.I. Joe group, but I try not to join too many Facebook groups just because I have a habit of trolling a lot on Facebook. So at times people don't like what I have to say because I'll just speak whatever comes to mind to me. And people don't like to hear your true thoughts online. It's kind of amazing that You don't even, and as I discovered, you don't even have to be mean about it and name call or anything. People just don't like to hear an opinion different from their own at times. Like some guy banned me on Twitter because I disagreed with him on Ryu's Soldier. I didn't name call or anything. I just disagreed with him, and he banned me for it. I'm like, okay. Or so. Oh no. Somebody banned me, blocked me on Twitter. Yeah, not banned me, but blocked me. Somebody blocked me on Twitter because I disagree with him on the MCU being bad movies. My words were like, I disagree with you. There are a lot of fantastic MCU movies that go above and beyond being a superhero movie. And then he blocked me. It's like, okay, you just, so people don't want to hear opinions different from their own. And it drives people nuts because I will intentionally give them an opinion different from their own. So I don't join a lot of Facebook groups. Seafoam Gaming, oh sweet Leo is in April, hoping Gridman is this summer. I hope so too. I wouldn't be surprised if actually they don't do Gridman until after it's been fully completed on Subaraya's channel, which I guess would be the summer. So Darth Madeira, I grew up on Power Rangers. Some seasons are bad, others are great. Agreed. Anafkazi, hi. Hello. Nick Cooper, also on Amazon Prime. I also watched Street Fighter 2, the anime movie. I like the anime movie. It's actually one of the few animated movies anime movies I prefer dubbed over Japanese. I'm a huge KMFDM fan, so I love the KMFDM soundtrack that was included, even though it wasn't and it's probably hypocritical because normally I don't like companies changing music in stuff when they dub it, but I felt like it works so well with Street Fighter. And I prefer the Vega fight with Ultra from KMFDM compared to that slow moving whatever that was in the Chun-Li Vega fight for the Japanese version. I mean, the voice acting's not exactly the greatest in the dub, but I love the music. So it's like the only time I will ever say I prefer the changed music over the original. Zeroku, I grew up on One Piece. I think every person in this generation nowadays, in Gen Z generation, has grown up on One Piece. Or late millennials. Prand Kamen Rider 002. What do you think of the Kira Major spoiler with Yodana? I thought it was really good and probably ruined people for being a waifu now. Did people seriously think she was a waifu? Okay. Yeah, dude. Some people interest me with these waifu choices because I'm like, dude, how old are you? Because that character's like 16, 17. That'd be kind of creepy. Godzilla's Revenge is so nostalgic. Depends who you ask. I watched it as a kid. I didn't even like it as a kid. Phil Goodsmith, Xbox X or PS5? I'm going to go PS5. I am a PlayStation fan. I have been a Sony fan since I bought a PlayStation on my birthday in 1997, and I've been a PlayStation fan ever since. Sony has had the games I've wanted to play. The vast majority of games I love come out on the PlayStation. Nintendo, I love them, but they really only have first party for me. That's all I care about from them. And Microsoft hasn't impressed me at all in years. There's only been maybe 2-3 games of console that they've brought out that I've actually wanted to play that was exclusive. I am kind of hoping now that they've bought a few first-party studios that we're going to get some games that will make me want to buy an Xbox. But PS5 all the way. I'm hoping to get one either late spring, early summer this year. So, yes. Zoroku watched Yabarin B Club. I do not know what that is. Jimmy Jonathan Lee, one anime movie question. How do you feel about Escaflowne in the movie? Because most people like the film for the art and music, but less positive towards the story and characterization. I'm pretty much the same, Jimmy. Escaflowne is my third favorite anime series. The movie, I don't care for. I love the music. I love how the series was more of a Western fantasy. So I love how the movie's an Eastern fantasy. And yeah, the animation's great, but the story blows. And the movie, there's no sense of pacing in the movie. The pacing is just all over the place. And they don't give enough screen time to Delandau. Why am I getting into? Okay, whatever. So yes, I add me to the camp that was not thrilled with the movie. Patty Murphy. I've only seen the first 3 episodes of Leo, and I thought it was all right. But man, Ultra 7 was a dick. I get he lost his powers, but it feels like he's taking on Leo. I hate the portrayal of Ultra 7 in Leo. There's a lot of issues I have with Leo, but I hate all the portrayal. Main Gamer, thoughts on Zenkaiger trailer. I hope you already heard me talk about that. I wasn't blown away, but I wasn't disappointed, so whatever. Darth Madeira, as for Time Ranger, well, I'm not sure when I'll start watching it. It's a bit complicated. All right, fair enough. Enjoy it when you do watch it. Lane Kramer, I just got them this morning. I am really looking forward to Gogo 5. Hopefully Viper's character will be better acted. Dynas is much, much better. Way better than Vipera. Darth Madeira, not the Sentai, my reasons for not watching it. I mean, I kind of figured. Understandable. Jet Hazard, you seem like that cool Uncle Kami. Cool, I guess, maybe. Oh. All right, let me scroll these to another batch. Have you heard Ultraman Taiga is going to get released by Mill Creek eventually? Last it was talked about, Keith from Sci-Fi Japan said that they do not have Taiga yet. Taiga and Zet were before the Mill Creek licensing deal, so we probably be not happening until they update their licensing deal. Anafkazi, I'm the champion of the Galar region, so I lost to 7 gym leaders. I got the other 7 gym badges, and I defeat Raihan. One try with an ice type is Avalug. Cool. Rafael Navarro, did you watch Bioman? Yes, I have watched Bioman, and I have reviewed it. So you can check out all my thoughts on Bioman. I'm not big on Bioman. I know it has great significance for what it did to Sentai at the time with the villains, but I'm not thrilled with it. I would rather watch almost all of Soto's other series over Bioman. Zillapunk, it's a real shame Flashman is way too overshadowed by Q Ranger. How is it overshadowed? Q Ranger's not good. Flashman's better. Don McCullen, you need to do a top 10 Ultraman at least. It gives me an idea of what you like there. I still gravitate towards Super Sentai and Kamen Rider before Ultraman. I don't want to do a top 10 Ultraman yet until I see most of the series, because I've only seen 15 Ultra series at this point. There 12 Mill Creek has released, Tiga, Nexus, Towards the Future, Ultimate Hero, so 16 Ultra series. So I don't want to do a top 10 yet because I'm not even halfway through the franchise. Well, actually, I guess I am technically halfway through the franchise. Oh, and Zet. How did I forget Zet? Oh, and Ultra 7X. Oh. So that's 18? Yeah, I guess it's 18 I've seen. Huh. But yeah, I'm a little bit no, I'm not halfway. Wait, a little bit halfway. Almost halfway. But I don't think I want to do a top 10 yet until I see more. Then I'll do a top 10. Maybe I'll just do a clipless ranking video at some point where I'll just do my Blu-ray copies. I just hold those up like, yeah, this was this one, this is that one, that one, that one. But I will say number 1 is Ultra 7, easily. Number 2 would be a toss-up between X, Orb, the original, and Tiga? Well, I guess that'd be the 2 through 5. Something like that. Fran, Kamen Rider 002, Gogo 5 is really good. She is better than Vipera. Yes. Dinas is way, way better than Vipera. Other than Tiger Bunny and Gatchaman, what are your favorite Toku-inspired anime? Sailor Moon. Did you forget Sailor Moon? Sailor Moon. Definitely Sailor Moon. Tekkaman Blade, if you count that. Go Lion, definitely Go Lion. Go Lion's like Super Sentai in anime form. If you count it, Mospida, which was the Invid arc for Robotech in America. There was this one single OVA that was fun. I only saw it once, but I really enjoyed it, called Shinesman. Obviously, the SSSS Gridman. So those are the ones that are coming up off the top of my head. Cyborg 009. Lane Kramer, she is, but she's still not as interesting as the counterparts for Diabolical Imperius and Banshira. All the villains in Gogo 5 were really, really interesting. 2025 timelines of SPD Rangers. Huh? I'm not sure I understand. Toys, cartoons, anime, tokusatsu. The footage later was put back in the 70s. Ooh, this just jumped up, didn't it? Yes, it did. All right, let's see. Where did I leave off? Here we go. Don McCollin. The color, timer, and science, power, military force are turned off for more. But I like how Jeed broke away from those things more or less. The color timer is what it is. Science Patrol, the military groups depend. Some I like, some I don't. I love the group Ultra Guard in Ultra 7. I don't like TAC in Ace. I like Matt in Return. I didn't like Mac in Leo. Taro, I had trouble taking Zat seriously, but they worked with the overall tone of the show, so whatever. Necrom 002, Howdy Kaiju, welcome. Darth Madeira praying for time machines, yes. Have you ever seen Ultraman Nexus? I have. Nexus, I saw Nexus a little bit when it was first airing, and then I watched it on Crunchyroll a few years ago with Kurelica. I like it. It's got a lot of narrative issues, especially in the second half. And there's like the kid that hangs out at the zoo didn't really wow me, that arc. I love Guy from Jetman. Me too, Raphael. Main Gamer. I've got Ju, Dai, Kaku, O, Mega, and Gingaman on DVD for Christmas. Nice. Enjoy them when you get to watch them. Mega Ranger was awesome. I watched the series in full thrice already. Sweet. I got a vinyl player and a Gradius 3 vinyl. Awesome. I was talking about King Kong. Oh, I kind of figured that you were talking about for footage being reinserted, but they didn't reinsert the spider, the crab spider sequence. That was lost. That's what I was referring to. I'm watching Naruto on Go Anime from Zeroku. Cool. I am not a Naruto fan. Lane Kramer, I just got from Big Bad Toy Store the Lightning Collection Ranger Slayer from my friend who got me those two Sentai series. I got him Jetman, which he loves so far. Nice, awesome. They're flawed, but I like Bandai's toy line. I just wish they would get better with the paint apps. And what do we got here? Facebook, it's just a Facebook thing. Okay. Did you watch the Zenkaiger press conference? I did not. I just don't have an interest in watching press conferences like that. Thoughts on Evangelion? It's not the worst anime I've ever seen. It's got some cool stuff in there. I like when the Eva goes berserk and eats the angel. But I hate the characters. I hate almost every character in that series. Masato is the only one I like, and I think that's because of her voice actress, who's Sailor Moon. There's Madeira. Speaking of anime, I got One Punch Man Season 2 on DVD for Christmas too, along with Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's dub version. I've never watched One Punch Man. I've got One Piece. I don't need any other manga-based superhero shows. 5D's is cool, at least the first 64 episodes, but I'm not a fan of the dub. Love Mario from Mike Silva. Lone Let's see. That was for Darth Madera, Zillapunk. Zane, I didn't know you were here. Awesome. Zillapunk, welcome. Mike, welcome. Zoroku, going fast makes me feel alive. My heart beats in hyperdrive. Do you think you can win only I lose? Just let Destiny choose? I have no idea. Darth Madera, message retracted. Probably might have been something I answered already. Jimmy, Jonathan Lee, one creator question. How do you feel about Hideki Anno as a creator? Pros, cons? Because you reviewed Shin Godzilla and you have interesting thoughts towards Eva. Anno has a lot of great ideas. I just don't think he knows how to execute them. I don't think he's also able to get the budgets he needs to execute them properly. He really is clearly influenced by the Ultra series. Like the Akio Jisoji episodes from Ultra 7 have really do resemble stuff that Anno does in Evangelion Shin Godzilla, like with the face-ups, of the close shots of the heads and everything. So he's got a unique style. I love that he's continuing that style that Jisoji had. I just don't think the guy really knows how to execute his ideas. He needs someone there who can really do it and take all his great ideas and actually write them properly. I guess that's the best way to say it. But he seems to be a genius in most aspects of what he wants to accomplish. So I definitely think he does a great job there. It's just it doesn't always work out, i.e. Shinji and Evangelion. Ugh. Zillapunk Ninja Steel is worse than Megaforce and Overdrive. I've heard mixed on Ninja Steel. I have not watched it yet myself. Nick Cooper of the Super Mario franchise had a tokusatsu show. How would it work? Well, they would use the power-ups. Every episode, Mario would transform into either Flower Mario or Fire Mario or Ice Mario, Penguin Mario, and it would be a different different Koopaling for the week with some type of special ability. So that's how I think it would work. Raphael, favorite Sentai characters for character. Favorite Sentai characters for character. I'm not sure what you mean, but my favorite Sentai characters would include Yellow Flash, the entire Die Ranger cast. I just love all of them all around. Chiharu from Mega Ranger, the entire Time Ranger cast, especially Pink and Red. Go-Go 5 would be Matoi. Kaku Ranger would be Ninja Black, or Jiraiya. Barai and Goshi and Jew Ranger. Guy and Jetman. And Raito and Akko. The Car Ranger cast. But I'm not sure exactly what you're asking. But if that's what you're asking about favorite characters, then there you go. I hope I answered it. Nick Kram, do you think the other 4 Zenkaiger members should have been robots? Should have been robot humans instead of humanoid mechas? I don't know. I'm just curious to see how this is going to work out. It's interesting, so I'm happy they're trying something new. I just hope they actually do something with trying something new. Because, like Lupin Ranger versus Potch Ranger, I liked that they wanted to try something new, but then it felt like they got cold feet after the first episode to actually try something new. So we'll see. It also doesn't help that the writer is not all that great, does not have a great record for previous series I've liked, which was Q Ranger and Duoger and Lupin Ranger, right? That might be it. Ricardo George, hey Kaiju, Mike, Darth, I'm into Sentai. Darth, I disagree with that Zilla. Ninja Steel isn't great, but I'll watch it over Mega for an Operation. Are you excited for Ultraman Taiga or Leo to review? Well, Taiga's not coming out anytime soon. from my guess. I want to review it. I can't. I've heard great things about that show, so I'm looking forward to seeing it. Leo will be interesting to watch again. Yeah. I wasn't blown away with Leo when I watched it on Crunchyroll. So, in fact, it took me about 4 months to get through Leo. So, I'm kind of like not looking forward to having to watch it in such a smaller time span to get the review out at a decent time for when the Blu-ray hits. But maybe I'll enjoy it better this time around. I mean, I went in with Taro. I was like, okay, this comes out January 12th. It was like December 22nd, I think, when I got it. I'm like, okay, not gonna have much time to watch it because of Christmas and New Year's, but maybe I'll be able to get the review out by the end of January. But I don't want to do too long, and then I end up enjoying it a lot and blast through it a lot. Okay, let's see. Patty Murphy, Ninja Steel was really bad, but I'll say Mega Force was worse because it was boring, and if it wasn't boring, it was insulting. I can see that. I haven't seen Bokinger from Mike Silva, Seafoam Gaming. Are you going to take a look at the Philippine dubs for Sentai? They're pretty weird. Watching Jetman's English dub hurt. I'm not familiar with the Philippine dubs, and probably not. I just don't have time if I want to get through other stuff. I haven't even touched a video game since just before Christmas, so I want to spend some time playing some games. That's why I got Maji Ranger and Sailor Moon Crystal both filmed at the same time. Okay. Oh, these are pretty cool bananas. Dom Collin. Hey, Lightspeed Rescue head Michael Forrest voicing Prince Olympus, aka Salamantis Forrest, is best known for playing Apollo in Star Trek, the original series. I'm not a Star Trek fan, so I did not know that. That's cool. Lane Kramer, I was watching some of the old Metal Hero series, Space Cop and such. It's amazing how violent they were. Like the one where the gets a dagger to the gut, then stabbed, and then laser sabered. I was like, ouch. Yeah, I liked it when they didn't worry about the violence factor in Toku. It's like I know it seems weird in America. We're like, oh my god, this is for kids, but they had a different mindset at that time. Like back when they started doing TV ratings here in America, we had the TV M and TV 14. They're talking about how our TV 14 ratings would be like the rate if they were the equivalent in Japanese shows, they'd be the equivalent for like 7-year-olds. When you're going to review Ultraman Taiga from Benny Work, because I heard that's a pretty famous one. When Mill Creek releases it, I love that show. If I still had the DVDs, I would review it now, but I don't. Actually, if I had the DVDs, I would have reviewed it a couple of years ago, but I don't, so it's just gonna have to wait till Mill Creek releases it. It is one of my favorite Ultra series, and what I love about it is every character gets development. Like one of the characters, Yazumi, he's the youngest one. For the first half of the series, he doesn't really do much, but then in the second half, they finally actually started having him go out in the field and stuff, so it was nice. And Kyo Jisoji, just 2 episodes of Tiga, one of which is probably my favorite episode of the series. Mike Silver, Don Strong was one of my favorites. Ricardo George, I'm really glad you like Taro. Yeah, like I said, I was really surprised with that one. Main Gamer, how do you feel about doing an updated version of Go Ranger versus Super Sentai and Zenkaiger with all the Red Rangers? Oh, you mean like basically the similar concept? Because I could see them doing that. I don't know. I'm ambivalent at this point because I'm just tired of the same old team ups going on and on and on and on and on. Every Toku series is now doing all these massive team ups, and I'm getting so bored of it. I'm expecting the next Garo series to be like a giant multiverse Garo show where all the different Garos from both the anime series and live actions team up to fight some big evil that's trying to destroy the Garo multiverse. Mike, got to go. Bye-bye. Seafoam Gaming, yeah, not a fan of Grubhub either. Madeira, 4 different orders. What in the actual hell? Ricardo George, what's your favorite episode of the Ultra shows? For each Ultra show, I would have to actually look up my stuff, but the original Ultraman, it is the Mayphilas episode. For Ultra Q, it is the Baron Spider episode. For Ultra 7, it is the episode with Giran, the one with the basically with the nuclear missiles that 7 questions whether he wants to, whether humans are worth defending or not. For Return of Ultraman, it is the Prisma monster episode, although I do love the 2-parter with Nako and Black King, because that one was like, damn. But the ending is kind of what ruined that 2-parter from being my top pick, because I don't know why the ending of that did what it did. It was too happy for what just transpired. Ace, I don't even remember now what my favorite episode in Ace was. Taro, as I said, it was the one with the brother and sister with the sweet potatoes. I don't remember anything on Leo. I think the only episode of Leo I guess my favorite episode would be the first one with the Black Star dude. You'll probably, if you've watched Leo, you probably know why. Even though it's kind of like, interesting. Tiga, it's the Jisoji episode with the demons when everyone goes on this picnic at a cherry blossom for the cherry blossoms. For Nexus, I don't remember what my favorite episode of Nexus would be. Ginga S, it was the Ginga, it was the Metron episode. For X, it was the Judal Spectre 2-parter. Orb was the Black Coffee House one, the Black Star Coffee. Jeed, I can't remember what the one was in Jeed now. Rube was the Eisen episode where he became Ultraman Tiga, Dark, Black, Neo, Schwartz. Or Ultraman Tiga, Dark, Noir, Black, Schwartz. That's what it was. All right. I've taken a lot of time for that one, so let's go to the next one. 5 Ultra 7 moments. Ultra 7 killing Giran when he slits Giran's throat. The Metron scene when Metron and him are sitting at the table, and then it goes into this cool sunset battle. King Joe's first appearance, just watching King Joe combine was freaking awesome. The scene, the episode Nightmare on Planet number 4, when Dan and Soga arrive on this mysterious planet after being put to sleep, and you have the camera angles in this episode with this general who's like, sounds like he's always chewing something, because they have this like chewing noise going on whenever he's on screen, and they would have like those cool face-ups. And another cool scene for me for 7, another great moment would be Iron Rocks when 7's fighting Iron. Well, no. Dinosaur Tank. When Dinosaur Tank first shows up. Oh my God, Dinosaur Tank is so awesome. All right. What are your thoughts on the new CGI Studio Ghibli film? I don't know how I feel about that. I hope it's not the direction Studio Ghibli's going in. I don't want them to do just fully CGI. So it's cool if they're testing the waters, but I hope that it's not a sign of what they're going to start doing from now on. 5 Ultraman Taro moments. Oh, crud. Let's see. 5 Ultraman Taro moments. The Mochi Monster one, when he comes down and just starts eating all the mochi. The actually, I did kind of like how Kotaro took out the villain in the final episode. I mean, so that was kind of cool. Although I wasn't impressed with the when Birdon is eating the one monster, that was like, whoa, okay, I didn't expect that. The Taro got freaking okay. No, my favorite moment of Taro is what I talk about in my review though. When he rips the crab monster open, the crab spreads its eggs everywhere. Taro finishes off the crab. The crab eggs turn into little babies. Taro beams them all and then goes down and gets everyone to start having crab as a delicacy. Oh my freaking god. I think that was the moment that actually sold me on Taro. Oh my god, I just sat there like, what the hell? Oh my god. And we had our Christmas party that night with our friends because that was the 23rd. Yes. And I'm just like, okay, so Ultraman Taro. This is supposed to be a really childish version of Ultraman. And blah 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 blah. Oh my god. That was probably my favorite moment of Taro. Alright, Zillapunk. Zane Mitchell, I believe they will. I believe they will go big with Zenkaiger. Patty Murphy, have you seen the pretty Deno specials? I have not watched any Deno specials. I have not watched any Deno movies. I've only watched the series itself when it first aired. Russian Wonder, which is the most evil company in the world? EA. It's in the game. Alright. I've got to start moving quicker since. Well, no, I've still got time. Let's see. Where do I want to? Deno, Evil Company. Here we go. Personally, I don't care for Grubhub. I'd rather get my food the old-fashioned way. Damn virus. Agreed. The only way I'd like delivery is if it's the company's own delivery people. Otherwise, I don't trust Grubhub or Uber Eats or whatever those and any of those other things. Like I said, that first time ever seen all those that one Grubhub guy just standing there waiting for 4 orders of food to be done before he leaves just completely ruined it for me because like I said, I don't want that to be my food. I'd be pissed if I'm that guy that gets the food and it's like ice cold by the time I get it. I hate frozen food. I hate food that doesn't have steam coming off of it. It just bothers me when food gets cold. And why would the Grubhub delivery people care if your food is cold? They're not the ones eating it. They're getting paid either way. Necrom, I may give Zenkaiger a watch. Looking at the trailer, it looks interesting. With Cargo George, did you already watch Leo? I think I answered that already. I did answer it, but I hope you heard it. Russian Wanderer, Ricardo George, yes, he watched it. Grubhub is cringe. Agreed, Zoroku. Benny War, what are your thoughts on the Doctor Who episode Resolution of the Daleks? We have not actually watched the newest Doctor Who episode yet. We've been kind of battling if we really want to watch it or not, but I think we are. We'll probably watch it tomorrow, but we have not watched it as of this moment in time. I don't. Half of me does not want to watch it at all. Half of me just wants to say, show's done. Show ended with the Husbands of River song. Nope, nothing else happened. The other half of me, the completionist person inside of me says, nah, we got to watch it. As long as the show has new episodes, we've got to watch them all. At least I finally got past watching The Simpsons every week. I haven't watched anything from this season except the Halloween special. Which means now I'm probably going to be like, you need to watch Simpsons. But then I haven't watched every episode from season 29 either. So, no. Season 30. So, we'll see what happens. What season of Super Sentai would you like to see adapted after Dino Fury? Lupin Ranger? I think Hasbro could do a good job with that one. But I could see the next series after Dino Fury being whatever the last series to have aired in Japan was. Because that's kind of what my guess is, that Dino Fury, Hasbro was told by Toei, hey, you need to adapt Ryu Soldier since that's our latest series. Our toy sales were garbage, so we need to make up some money here. So you're doing that one. Kamen Rider 64, speaking of Maji Rangers, the Solaris Knight for Mystic Forces and Power Rangers Legacy Wars, that's cool. Zoroku, Power Rangers Legacy Wars, trash. Okay, Zoroku, we get it. You don't like Power Rangers. Benny Work, you were the reason how I got into Car Ranger. Awesome. I'm glad you enjoyed it or are enjoying it. Darth Madeira, speaking of Power Rangers, I got to replace my DVDs for Lightspeed Rescue. That sucks. Ian Sabisma, hi Kaiju. What's your thoughts on Sea Dog VA? I don't know Sea Dog VA. Zeo King Silver, do you feel Super Sentai's decline in years as they seem to care more about merchandise? Of course I do. Except for really Kira Major. Kira Major has been solid. Kira Major has been the best show since Go Kaiser and feels like a mid-2000 Sentai series. I never use Twitter. It's toxic. Understandable. I have to use Twitter for business purposes. That's why I have 2 Twitter accounts now. Darth Madeira, I don't mind what you say on Facebook. It's great to hear certain options on certain subjects. Oh, I don't care what I really don't care what people say on Facebook and stuff. I just find it funny how people get all offended from things I say when I never, just because I disagreed with them or something. And it's like, again, okay, sure, that's not what I meant, but okay. Pran, Kamen Rider 002. Hey, I don't mind always joke about feet and stuff and people block me, but yeah, people can't have opinions. It's like politics, dude. What's your favorite Taro monster? From Ricardo George. Probably gonna have to go to Birdon which I hate his design, but he really was impressive. Or the ice monster from that episode I talked about with the brother and sister. But Birdon really impressed me. I'm like, damn, I wish I'd seen Birdon here first than in the modern series, because I hated him in the modern. I hate him in the modern stuff. I don't like that design. As I always say, it looks like a pair of testicles hanging down his face to me. Zeo King, I had a similar on Twitter with someone misunderstanding like you. I did not name call or anything, just took things the wrong way. Yeah, and whatever. Necrom, yeah, people can be pretty toxic on fandoms and opinions from what they say. Yep. Mean Gamer. Am I the only one who prefers Super Sentai over Power Rangers? Because Power Rangers hasn't adapted all the Sentai seasons. I prefer Sentai over Power Rangers, but I can enjoy both of them equally. I can enjoy some shows. I like SPD more than Deca Ranger, even though I really enjoy Deca Ranger. I hate Operation Overdrive. Well, I'm not fond of Bokinger either, but I loved Lightspeed Rescue. I really enjoyed Time Force. I did not care for Lost Galaxy. I did not care for Wild Force. So it just varies upon the series. The only thing I keep saying on TikTok is Yabrin B Club. Gotcha, Zoroku. Toys, cartoons, anime, tokusatsu. What happened to Anime Miku's Dominion app? I have no idea. I don't even know what that is. Mike, Zeo King. Oh, Mike, you're back. With Power Rangers and Super Sentai, it's touch and go. Some are good, some are better. Yep. Pretty much like any long-running series. You're going to have good episodes, you're going to have bad episodes. If you have a 20-plus episode season, you're most likely going to have 1 or 2 stinkers in that season, no matter how good it is. If you're a shorter season, probably not. Or your lesser episodes will probably... Like Better Call Saul, this past season, Season 5 was phenomenal. But there was one episode I was kind of like, not my favorite episode. Probably my least favorite episode of the entire series, but it was still good. But every series is going to have its good or bad episodes. Seafoam is a guy who's been yelled at for not caring for Xenoblade when everyone else, I know your pain. Though they did finish Gridman subs on Toku, which are Super Machine related. I heard that the subs for Gridman were awful. I never got into Xenoblade either, so you're not alone. Jimmy Jonathan Lee, rewatch question. Have you changed your opinion on any show or movie you rewatched? Like that I've reviewed or just in general? Because I have changed my opinions at times. It's hard to really say. Like, okay, Deca Ranger, I did not like when it first aired. I thought it was pretty lackluster. Having watched Deca Ranger last summer, I really had a blast with it. I really enjoyed it immensely. Shinkenger, I really enjoyed it when I was rewatching it for the reviews. Ghost Sager, I couldn't make it past like episode 9 when I first watched it, when it was first airing. Whereas I semi-enjoyed it when I reviewed it. On the other hand, I hated Go Onger, even worse than when I first tried to watch it. But yeah, there are times when I actually didn't like Bram Stoker's Dracula the first time I watched it. When I watched it again years later, I was like, man, how did I not like this the first time? Yo.
Oh, there's a delay.
Well, there's always a delay from when you're in real time to what's going on. Well, we're going out again anyway soon anyway. Okay, where was I? Zoroku.
Way far behind.
Obviously, I'm way far behind. Y'all remember the One Piece 4Kids dub? Yes.
Yeah, I loved it.
No.
I am one of the few people who enjoyed that One Piece 4Kids dub.
No. That dub is awful. We don't talk about that dub. Go-Go 5 was similar to two teenage fighters from Beverly Hills. I've heard of it. I've never watched it and don't plan to. Nolan Ueno. Which of these Super Sentai series do you recommend for beginners? Kaku Ranger, Time Ranger, Mega Ranger, Go-Go 5, Hurricaneer, Jetman. Ooh. Huh? You say Jetman? Krelika's home. Ooh, you can't go wrong with any of those for a first-time series. Really, you picked Jetman over Hurricaneer?
Well, only because you usually do. You say it's more sophisticated.
Yeah,
now,
but
if I go for my humor,
well, which do you think would be the best one to start with for a first-time series?
Depends on the type of personality the individual is. So,
oh my God.
I would do Hurricaneer or Jetman.
So Krelika says Hurricaneer or Jetman. I say you can't go wrong with either of these for the first one. But if you really want to set your standards of Sentai high, start with Kaku Ranger. Then the only series that you'll find matching Kaku Ranger will be Dai Ranger, and everything else will be, oh man, this isn't as good as that one. Let's see. Pires Masquerade. Yo, Kaiju. Speaking of Ryu Soldier, I still haven't watched through or my G'd binge watch. How are you today? Fine, good. Always the same as always.
Yeah, you never change.
Main Gamer. I've never watched One Piece, so don't watch the 4Kids dub if you ever do. Just read the manga, though. It's better. Mike Silva says, Jetman. I never grew up on One Piece. I sort of grew up on Naruto. Zidapunk, did you ever see the clips of the Kamen Rider Kabuto Cartoon Network dub? No, I have not.
What?
A Kamen Rider Kabuto Cartoon Network dub. Ian Sabisma. Have you seen Jinzo Ningen Kakaida? I have not watched Kakaida before. I wanted to watch the anime when it aired on Cartoon Network, but never did for some reason. Zoroku, I will come King of the Pirates. The 950 episodes of One Piece versus Kaido. Luffy versus Kaido. Cool. We'll have lunch in like 2 hours. Are we meeting him? Is it New York Deli? Okay. And it's at 2 o'clock? 2 o'clock. Okay. It's not even 12:30 yet. Huh. Where am I? Where was I? Am I the only person who grew up with both Godzilla and Power Rangers Super Sentai but don't watch anime? No idea.
Actually, no, you're not. There's a lot of people who don't watch anime.
Well, yeah, there is that. Yeah, there are people that don't watch anime. But that like Godzilla and Power Rangers, but not anime.
Yeah, there are.
Okay. Episode 9600. Luffy finally becomes king.
Sounds about right.
Yep. Yeah, some people I know really like Yodana for some really weird reason.
I like Yodana.
No,
as
no,
well.
no, no, no. It was a response to earlier with people about turning Yodana into their waifus. And I said, really? Do people do that? She's like, what, 16, 17? How old are these people?
Okay, I can't talk.
Yes, you can't talk. Russian monitor. My computer's hard drives got burned and I had to replace it, but in the process, my data was lost. That sucks. I just actually had to replace my laptop. Oh, and Ninja finally finished downloading.
You should tell them about the great hard drive crash of 2014.
Oh, wait, the hard drive crash of 14 or the hard drive wipeout of 12? Or no,
It was 14. The
14
wipeout.
was wipeout, 16 was the crash.
Well, I did the wipeout.
Yes, my external hard drive that had every fan sub release on Kamen Rider, Garo,
Basically everything Toku.
well, not Ultraman, and Super Sentai was on. I had a great hard drive with all the series on. Kurelika decided wanted to fix the hard drive because she was having some error. So she's like, okay, I'm going to click this to reformat hard drive. Reformat the hard drive, wiped everything out. And then it took me like a year and a half to get almost everything back. And then the computer or the hard drive blew out. So then I had to go and get everything again with a new hard drive. That was fun.
I love you.
Okay, don't eat those all.
You don't like the pirouettes.
I don't care, but don't eat them all right now. Save some. You've had enough.
Oh, I didn't eat.
Well, obviously, I haven't eaten either.
Did you eat breakfast?
Yeah.
Oh,
Did you eat breakfast?
I had a piece of cheese. Okay, continue with your question.
All right. Where was I?
I'm gonna go to the bedroom.
Okay, the hard drive, yes. Okay. Mike Silva grew up on X-Men, Turtles, Gem and the Holograms, Seafoam Gaming. I have to head out now for laundry. Take care. See ya. Darth Madeira, I'll stick with Nintendo myself. I grew up with Nintendo consoles. No offense to PlayStation or Sony. If the only Nintendo games I didn't care about were Mario, Metroid, Zelda, and Donkey Kong, I probably would be more Nintendo, but I like my variety. I love all kinds of the different things. That's why I was a console gamer who had Genesis and Super Nintendo, Dreamcast and PS2. I just don't like being limited, especially with games like Resident Evil, Final Fantasy, and all kinds of other stuff. Your Korean B Club is an anime about boys going to high school, doing CP and other not rated R garbage. And if you see it, you will use TikTok. Security guard, what you gonna do with those pies, boys? Curtis Mooney. Hey, Marvin Zankai looks interesting to say the least. Agreed. It looks like it could be interesting. I'm just not excited because of the writers. I'm going into it with high hopes, low expectations. Bettywork, have you heard of the series Ruby? And if you're interested in checking it out, our friend Avant Nebula loves Ruby. One of the members of our anime meetup group that we run loves Ruby. I personally just have never had an interest in getting into it. Oh man, I'm very behind. Oops. Oh, that's because I went the wrong way. Oh, there we are. But yeah, so I've just never taken an interest in Ruby myself. I know people love it, but for me, I've got so many other things going on. Zilla Punk, yeah. No, which of these Super Sentai series do you recommend for beginning? Oh, wait, I already did that. Wait a minute. Did I already answer that? Or wait, did I go back too far? No. Zenkai just feels like a tobacco from the one Simpsons episode. Okay, that's interesting. You ever heard of Battlemen, the B. Damien spinoff? I have not. Let's see. Let's get to some. Kamen Rider 001. Should Star Wars have songs with actual lyrics? Songs like Duel of the Fates are good, but imagine Luke versus Vader. No, I think it works the way it is. I actually more often than not, I prefer music without lyrics. So I love movie soundtracks because they don't. Lyrics are cool and all, but sometimes I just love to hear good music. I don't need someone's voice being drowning out the music, which happens sometimes. Let's see. Common Star Wars rocks. I'm assuming you mean Mandalorian. Jimmy O. Escaflone TV question. How do you feel about the second half of the show? Because I heard it was very rushed and some fans are negative towards the sibling twist behind Delandau. I think it was phenomenal. I don't think anything was rushed. I felt like it all fit in perfectly. I thought Delandau's revelation was mind-blowing and incredible. When I first saw it, because I was renting the series through subtitled tapes back in the early 2000s, I was like, oh my God, holy crap, that is badass. Are you a fan of adventure anime from Guts McGordon? What type of adventure anime? It depends. There's all kinds of anime I love. Pirates Masquerade, Kamen Rider Zero, and Hate Russian Wanderer, Happy Old New Year, same to you. Name adventure anime then. Oh, I see, Nolan. You had actually posted it a few times. I've got it. The Thad Kamen Rider fan. What is your favorite Pierce Brosnan James Bond film? GoldenEye. By the way, Kamen Rider 01 is my main account. This is my 01 second account. Cool. Mike is leaving again. Delta PS. Hi, everyone. Hello, Delta PS. What do you think? Who do you think Luffy would make a great couple? Nami or Boa Hancock? It would have to be Nami. 64. Boa Hancock is too old for him. And I just had this jump. So now I've got to get this thing back up here. Which, wow, holy crap, there's a lot of questions. Okay, I'm going to stop speeding. I have to start speeding through these. Shinesman, which was a spoof of that. Yes, it was. It has an awful dub. Bokenger is really good Sentai. I need to finish it. So far, I'm not impressed, but then I wasn't impressed with the show back then either. Nami is a baddie. Thoughts on the glasses guy from the OG Gridman? Are you talking about the internet bully troll dude? Shinesman dub. Grano Weep Miniban. Benny Work. I may be asking for a long time, but are you ever going to review the Netflix Ultraman anime? I'm just waiting for season 2, and are you just... I would review it if they did a physical release of it. But until they do that, then I'm not going to be doing a review beyond the quickie review I did. So that one's just in limbo until it gets a physical release. Universal's greetings from the Transformer movie. Yes, I knew. Delta PS. Hi, everyone. So what color and theme do you think the Sixth Ranger for this year's new Sentai season? It will probably be black or green. Yeah, I'm going to guess black or green. Netflix Ultraman is good on its own, and another thing Netflix has done was Gutter Force, Patty Murphy. I really like that Rube didn't have a military group. Felt like a breath of fresh air. It's not that I don't mind that it didn't have a military group. I just wish it had something to show the government reacting. TAC is such a tactless squad, and how do you know? And that's how you know it's a Ruto. And that's how you know it's a Ruto. That is so 2020. Gutter Force was the devil of slime Precure. In 2015, Saban Garbage made a dub of it, just like they did with Masked Rider. Which King Kong film are you talking about? We were talking about... Not sure anymore. That was like so an hour ago. And I'm so behind. Okay. Oh, we were talking about the original movie that had scenes cut out when it came out, was re-released in theaters 5 years later. Well, if you hate Naruto, more power to you. It's not for everyone. Naruto more like Overwatch and Yuasha. Please tell me which of these... Nolan, I hope you already heard me answer that. So I'm moving on. Are you ever going to review Gridman? I will if Mill Creek ever releases it. Because supposedly they're supposed to be releasing. Do you know why Purple Ranger has come out from Shout Factory? Brian Nesbitt, it's because Shout just hasn't been able to release any more Super Sentai shows recently. Part of it's because of Hasbro's transitioning from to owning the properties from Saban. I'm hoping that we'll see something announced later on this year. But yeah, 5-man was planned to be next. My top favorite Super Sentai Reds. Go 5 from Go 5. Ryu Ranger from Die Ranger. Time Red from Time Ranger. Ninja Red from Kaku Ranger. And well, that one's tough now. Red Racer. Nope, gonna be Red Racer. Thoughts on Lupin Rangers? Yeah, you know my thoughts. That just Who's your favorite Ultraman? 7. I know, and no, 7's my favorite series and my favorite Ultra. Even though it's obvious, do you think Kaiju will have a 6th Ranger? Oh, I think they'll have a 6th Ranger, a 7th Ranger, an 8th Ranger, a 9th Ranger, and then an extra hero. Yeah, they'll definitely have a 6th Ranger. Considering your thoughts on Anno, will you ever watch the rebuilt EVA films? Do the films make the characters more likable and consistent? Jimmy, I might once they're all done, but I have no interest in them until otherwise. When all movies come out are in one consistent box set, all the finalized versions, and they actually have proper names, not just 3.11320 pi or something like that, then maybe I'll give them a chance. Ultraman X-Men character is my favorite. I heard there is a robot Ultra 7 with an updated version of the Pandan. Oh, a reboot. There was a Heisei series in the 90s for Ultra 7 that was meant to be like a sequel to the series. I don't know if Pandan was in it. It wouldn't surprise me, though. Will you review another Metal Hero show from Ricardo George? Yes. Sometime this year, I'm going to do Sherivan. Or Shire. Sherivan. Sherivan comes next. Jimmy, also anime villain question. Who is the real villain of Gundam Double Z? Haman or Toto? Haman. Haman Karn is like let's not take away anything from Haman Karn. She is the best Gundam villain, best Gundam character, period. What do you love more? Who do you love more, Beetleborgs Metallics or VR Troopers from Cyril Moore? I never got into. I like Beetleborgs Metallics better. I never really got into VR Troopers. I just never cared for it. But Beetleborgs Metallics I liked because of Nukas, Horrible, and the other guy. I can't think of his name now. The other villain. Main Gamer just found out Jetman English dub, and oh my god, it's so weird. Yeah, I didn't know there was one. Zoroku with every bowl of Applejacks. Dio King, what's your favorite Garo? It's a toss-up between the first 2 seasons. I don't know which of those 2 seasons I like better. There's things I like better in each one, but I'm not sure which one. I probably would give the edge to Makai Senki, though. Main Gamer, I feel stupid, but what is Garo? Garo is another Toku show. The way I describe it, it's like Kamen Rider meets Devil May Cry with a touch of Onimusha. It's basically these knights that wear shiny armor fight demons. And it was made for adults, so the shows would air about 1 a.m. in Japan because they would not shy away from nudity, sex scenes, violence, and all that stuff. It's done. Keita Amamiya, who did the Kamen Rider movie trilogy in the 90s. He was also the character designer on Onimusha 2. He is the guy who's in charge of the Garo franchise, who has done most of the series, and he does it strictly for audiences that grew up on the Kamen Rider and Sentai when they in the 80s and 90s. Thoughts on Metal Gear Rising? Never played it, Russian Wanderer. I have no interest in Metal Gear Solid spin-offs. Cyril Moore, what's your favorite episode of Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue and Beetleborgs Metallics? I haven't watched Beetleborgs Metallics since it first aired, so I couldn't tell you a favorite episode. Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue. Huh. That one is tough. I don't know. It would probably be the one of the premier multi-parter for the Titanium Ranger. Kamen Rider 64, most Metal heroes would have been difficult to adapt back then, mainly the ones that didn't feature the heroes fighting rubber-suited monsters. That is true. Modern Sentai equals Modern Simpsons. EA Games published lyrics. EA Games could. Jimmy Johnson, do you think the reason why most 70s Ultraman series declined in both popularity and quality is while some were trying to copy and compete with Kamen Rider? It's possible. It wouldn't surprise me if just kids got sick of seeing Ultraman when Kamen Rider was doing different things and then Super Sentai was doing different, or Go Ranger was doing different things. Plus, I guess Subaraya had some financial issues going on. If you like Grubhub, you'll love Grubhub Live. Ugh, I don't even want to know how that's different. Main gamer thoughts on Power Rangers, all the Power Rangers except Ninja Steel Beast Morphers leaving Netflix at the end of the month. I'm actually surprised Power Rangers lasted on Netflix this long. I have no idea why people are pissed off about it. I mean, it's Netflix. We know that things that they don't actually own themselves are going to leave that service at some point by now. So I'm not the least bit surprised. It is what it is. This is why I own the first 20 seasons on DVD. Fun fact, Saze-san is the oldest anime. Okay. Would you love to see a Beetleborgs reboot? Cyril, I don't know. I don't know. Actually, I don't think it would work. I don't think it would have the magic that they had back in the 90s. I'm actually still surprised Power Rangers has survived this long. Sensei-san ran from 69 to now with almost 20,000 episodes. Super Taran Cho, do you know Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0? I do. I've watched some of it. I never got into it. I thought it was even worse. Was a terrible adaptation of the manga. No, 7,000. No. I thought it was 20,000. There's no way you watch it all on YouTube. The show is lost media because almost 2,000 episodes are lost. Have you planned? Do you plan to watch WandaVision on Disney Plus? I don't know right now. I'm not a sitcom person, so I don't know if I have any interest in WandaVision. I might not. Right now, though, we still have to watch Mandalorian Season 2. Nipcron. Which Kamen Rider phase do you prefer? Heisei Phase 1 or Heisei Phase 2? I would go with Heisei Phase 1. Even though there are shows in Phase 2 I liked, Phase 1 was so much better. Don McCullen, had it not been the one... How much more do I have? All right. Okay, I've got a lot to go. So, let's see here. We've still got time. So I don't think I have to rush yet. Hey, Shay. Shay Smithers, hello. Let's see. Okay, let me go back to the question I was at. Had it not been for the way they developed Victor Adler, Master Org, I would have never taken an interest in Wild Force. I'm not planning on sitting through Gal Ranger. If you've watched Wild Force, you've watched Gal Ranger. It's pretty much the same show, just with the Adler subplot. And I thought Wild Force was more boring than Gal Ranger. Doctor Who question from Jimmy. How do you feel about Clara nowadays? Because at the time she was a rather polarizing companion, according to many fans. Do you think she was a good companion for the Doctor? I hated Clara when she was with Matt Smith. I thought she was much better with Capaldi. I liked her final season, so I thought she ended up becoming a pretty good companion in the long run compared to how she started. I never got into Xenoblade either, but after unlocking and using the character Smash, my opinions have changed a bit. From Darth Madeira, Dom Cullen, Adler went bed only because of a broken heart, could not pick up the phone and have a cheap hit. Yeah, well, Adler, that was just... I get what they were going for, but that was like a lame reason. I'm evil because this girl doesn't like me. Whoa. Okay, let's see. Zeo King Silver, favorite Sentai villain and Power Rangers villain. Favorite Sentai villain is Junior from Kaku Ranger. Favorite Power Rangers villain is Astronema. Tyler Ward, will you ever review Hell Knight, Waxworks, or Waxworks 2? I don't know. I'm not even familiar with those. Don McCullen, I do want to watch Abba Ranger, Russian Wanderer, Brooklyn Sanji, Krelika. Question for you. What do you think of Brooklyn Sanji? Brooklyn Sanji.
Brooklyn Sanji?
Yeah, the 4Kids Brooklyn accent Sanji.
Oh, I'm like Brooklyn Sanji.
You know,
I
Lollipop Sanji.
I liked them all. Brooklyn Sanji, I thought was funny. What?
Get out of here.
Actually, hand that to me. I'm thirsty. What is wrong with the 4Kids version of One Piece? It was entertaining.
What isn't wrong with the 4Kids version of One Piece?
Okay, it was bad, but it wasn't like the worst thing ever. I've seen a lot worse.
Well, yeah, there was worse because they at least got their episodes cut so they can ruin the whole series.
I enjoyed it.
Whatever. All right, so I like the One Piece theme for the English dub.
Same here.
The One Piece rap. Ooh.
I loved it.
All right.
See, you are just...
So, okay, Soroku, I am so triggered that I remember the whole 4Kids One Piece dub lyrics. Thank God I only watched in Japanese and the other English dub, but still, why does 4Kids exist? I agree. Why does 4Kids exist?
Well, I like Card Captors.
Their dubs suck too. Although it wasn't their worst dub. What made that dub worse, though, was when they skipped episodes around.
That was the problem for that.
Because they didn't start with episode 1. Some Thunder Mask facts you could care less about. Those henchmen from Thunder Mask, they appeared in episode 16 and made subsequent appearances. Cool. I think the 4Kids dub of One Piece is the reason I have no interest in the anime. It has no reason to...
Why is the entire conversation about 4Kids dub?
Well, because that was when we were talking about the 4Kids One Piece. Let's see. I'm surprised you don't like crossovers. Maybe it's my love for Marvel and the Avengers, but I love Sentai crossovers. It's not that I'm main gamer. It's not that I don't like crossovers. It's just I'm tired of crossovers. Everything is a crossover these days. And it's gotten boring to me because it means that the characters can no longer just be fleshed out and be characters without a crossover.
He's incredibly picky.
Yes, I'm very picky. The Hindi dub of One Piece is better than the 4Kids garbage note.
My God! Actually, I'd be curious to hear the Hindi dub.
Can you review King Kong 76 in detail? Probably not. It's just both King Kong remakes are so similar to the original in execution. I don't really feel like there's anything to review. But you never know. Did you ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? Yes, he couldn't save anyone, including a bad movie.
Oh, shit over here. You're fine.
Why? You're fine. Now you're distracting.
Oh, stop. No, don't put me on camera.
All right. Fun fact for an anime, 12 animes, it costs $1 million. Necrom. Oh, yeah, the Kabuto dub did air on the Philippines, and it was going to come in the U.S., but the network didn't pick it up, so they decided not to do it. Yay. think I know what I'll review. I think I know what I'll review as you now, Kaiju, for my April Fool's review whenever I get around to starting reviews, that is. Who are some of your favorite other Kaiju Tokusatsu YouTubers you watch? From Chase Smithers. Toku Cast. They're a pretty cool batch of guys. Markosatsu is pretty cool. Who's the other one I've watched stuff from before? I know you wouldn't know. Shoot. What is his name? For someone who's trying to not be, doesn't want to be on camera, you sure seem to be distracting right now. Oh, okay. Hold on a minute. I can't think of his. Let me go into my subscriptions. Okay, subscriptions. Markosatsu. MC Yurika. She does some English stuff and Japanese stuff. Did some Time Ranger stuff. Let's see. Toku Dragon. Who is the other one? Not Weirzilla. Well, Weirzilla. Shinto Review sometimes. Brandon to know. Where is the other guy? Oh man, where's the other guy? What was his name? No, I'm not. The question was about you other YouTubers for Toku. Oh, he had just reviewed. Like Kaku Ranger was his first Super Sentai series he had just watched. Esty, yes. Esty, okay. I don't know why I forgot him. All right. Will you do an Onimusha retrospective? No idea. Depends if they bring the other Onimusha games to the PS4 so I can rip the footage from games I play. Who would you like to see play Doctor Doom in the MCU? I think Nicholas Coster, who was Jamie Lannister, would be a great choice. Doctor Doom. For Doctor Doom, I wanted Gus.
Oh, Giancarlo?
Giancarlo Esposito.
Would he not be the...
He'd be an awesome Doctor Doom.
He'd be too old.
No, he's not. He wouldn't be too old.
Well, if they go with younger...
Not necessarily.
Doom is supposed to be the same age as, what's his face?
Reed?
Yeah.
Not necessarily. They were in the same college together, but they never established they were the same age.
Oh.
Yes, Giancarlo Esposito. I would want him to play Doctor Doom. He is my ultimate pick. I think he would be the best person to play the character. Russian Wanderer, describe post-Gokai series in 10 words or less. They suck.
Hey, not all of them.
Well, Kira Major, no, but most of them. Huh? Kira Major? Blah. Quiet, go back in the bedroom. You're disrupting my stream. Now I'm like way behind again, even though I'm probably super behind anyway. Have you watched Mandalorian? We've watched the first season. It's what I think a Metroid TV show should be like. For the first season, I loved the one in the prison ship, especially towards the end when it became like that horror movie bit when he was like moving in between the flickering lights. That was badass. Do you participate in petitions? Not really. At least not online petitions. They don't work for me. Petitions are useless garbage that are only used by cancel culture, just cancels people. That's one of the problems with petitions is that anyone can make one for any reason. Thoughts on Jirai? Lost that question now. Jesus, okay. Thoughts on Jiraiya versus Gali? Gali, I don't know. Ultra 7X or Bedwetting episode? Bedwetting episode. I don't know. Both suck. If you were to take a guess, how long do you think it would be until Toho makes another Godzilla movie? Next year. I say they'll have one out next year. Have you seen WandaVision on Disney Plus? Have not yet. Do you think Garo could work for an American adaptation for an older audience? Yes, in fact, Tony Oliver was telling me last time we were at Anime Detour in 2019, yes, that he actually wanted to bring Garo to America and do it like a Power Rangers series for the older audiences. Have you ever played a game Fire Emblem, Breath of Fire, or Dragon Quest? I have not played any of those. I'm not really into, well, for Fire Emblem, I'm not into strategic RPGs, and Dragon Quest I've never took an interest in. Let's see. Main gamer, the cutscenes out of the original King Kong. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, it was a thing back then. Mandalorian Season 2 was amazing. Russian wonder how long will it take for Hasbro to complete the Saban? I don't know. It could be done now for all I know.
Wow, that was a rude way of saying it.
Huh?
Oh.
Oh. No. It's just don't.
It takes years for a merger to complete.
Yeah, it takes years for a merger to complete. So I don't know really how long it could be. It could be now, it could be next year. Who knows? The Spider Pit sequence, that's the one I was thinking of. Do you think there's a chance Chris Chibnall could redeem himself in writing Doctor Who?
Yeah, by quitting.
What was that?
Yes, by quitting.
There's your answer. By quitting. No, I don't think he can redeem himself at this point. He just doesn't care. Which is funny because he bitched about the writing quality of the show back in the 80s on that one show, and now he proved that he's completely inept. Let's see. Junior was cool. Always reminded me of Power Rangers counterpart, played by the late great Bob Papenbrook. Both were cool. Astronema was also cool. Yeah, Papenbrook was awesome as Rito. Let's see. Have you finished reviewing everything, Toku? After you finish reviewing everything, Toku, will you review the Star Wars movies? I don't think I'm ever going to finish reviewing everything, Toku.
But yes, that would be funny.
Let's review Star Wars after Toku.
Especially starting with the Star Wars Christmas special.
And then moving on. You gotta admit the One Piece 4 Kids rap was fire. Like a dumpster fire.
I give up. I will not have guilty pleasures.
Thank you.
Oh, fuck you.
Language. 4 Kids is dead. Died in 2017 as 4 licensing. Yeah, they're still there-ish, kind of. Grubhub, Zolo. Have you ever considered reviewing either the Willard movie adaptations for Halloween? Willard, that's the do with the rats. Probably not. I've never even seen them. Main gamer, love TokuCast. Carl goes to the city. Let's see. Oh, love TokuCast as well from Kingston Johnston. Main gamer, with the new cinematic and TV universe, do you think Power Rangers will become the next MCU? I don't think so. I don't see it becoming that big. SD is cool. Kamen 64. Did you know that the Toku series Ryukendo also has an English dub as well? I did not, but I haven't paid attention to Ryukendo since episode 2 first aired because I thought the show was awful. It was like trying to be Grand Caesar, but with a quarter of the budget and stupid as hell characters. Ugh. What are your thoughts on Maji Ranger, Bokunger, and Tokujur from Steven Harada? Well, Maji Ranger, you'll find them all out in a couple weeks when I release my review. It's okay. Every good episode is followed up by a bad episode. Bokunger is boring, and Tokujur, I never made it past episode 5. Amitai Cohen, yo, sup? How are ya? Same as always. Main gamer, I love Giancarlo Esposito in both The Boys and The Mandalorian. He's in his 60s. I did not know he was in The Boys, but I love him in Breaking Bad and obviously Better Call Saul. What are your thoughts on Ghost Sager? I just started watching it from Jacking the Black Thing. Ghost Sager is an okay series. It doesn't do anything extraordinary, but it doesn't do anything utterly insulting. Really? Really, Silver Quill?
What?
Who is more OP? Daigo or Lucky?
Silver Quill is on there.
Yes, that's what he asked.
Hi, honey. OP.
Who is more OP, Daigo or Lucky? So who's more Mr. Perfect?
Well, in reality, it's Lucky. I prefer Daigo. Because they're carnival!
But yes, Lucky is more OP.
And we'll see you soon, Silver Quill.
Okay, whatever. But yes, Lucky.
Yoshi got lucky.
You didn't say it right.
I know.
Yosha Lucky.
Oh, Yoshi.
All right. Yeah. Amitai Cohen. Hey, can you someday do your worst Sentai seasons? Yeah, I will at some point. I don't want to do it yet until I have a full refresher of some of my least favorite series. But I won't do it until at least I get through Tokuger. I want to make sure I have seen every series first. Gali is Jiraiya's master from Kaku. Oh, Gali. I know who you're talking about now for Kaku Ranger. Yeah, I forgot about that. Worst Sentai seasons? Any season after 2009. Yeah. Well, no, any season after 2000. Almost every season after 2011. After Gokaiger and Goanger and Turbo Ranger, last time I watched it, and Five Man. What are your thoughts on Gokaiger? Gokaiger was a cool series. He posted, yes, I am here, and yes, really. That was Silver Quill's response. Oh, that means I'm almost caught up then. Let's see. Lucky, couple Luckies on here. Daigo, because I haven't seen Q Ranger.
Daigo is awesome. I have all the gimmicks for Daigo.
Yes, we all know. Jacking the Black Thing. Hey, Silver, love your videos. See you both soon. From him. Russian One, thoughts on this fact that Scott Pilgrim versus the World, the game, will be released physically? I didn't.
Wait, they are bringing out the game finally?
Well, the game was only digital before.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But yeah, apparently they're releasing it physically.
That would be cool. Is it going to be for? I wonder what system it will be for, because I love Scott Pilgrim, so I would definitely play it. Because I know it's supposed to be the 8-bit style.
8-bit beat 'em up. Yeah, so if it's for PS5 or PS4, we'll probably get it. Want to see Rama 1/2, another game, and what type of game should it be? Want to see Rama 1/2 get a game, and what type of game should it be?
If it was a game, the only way you can make that game work is it have to be like a visual novel / OT. It's not turning a computer. But Rama 1/2 would be a fun game. You could probably do a fighter, like, oh god, not Destiny. What are the games called? Dynasty Warriors? Or you could have that Otome-style visual novel. I think either one could work really well. But I would definitely play one, because I have all the Rama 1/2 soundtracks.
Put the charger back in. Oops. All right. Zio King, I like Junior as I'm always reminded of his Power Rangers counterpart, Rito. Actually, oh wait, no. Yeah, Rama. Silver Quill says, hello, Jacking the Black Thing. I like, yep. Happy New Year, Kaiju no Kami from Mr. Almond 8. Hello, New Year to yourself as well. Is there a Sentai series with a Power Ranger series you like equal? Lightspeed Rescue and Go-Go 5. Lightspeed Rescue is probably my second favorite Power Ranger series. Why is Rider not on physical releases? Because Toei's a bitch. Darth Madeira, probably Lucky. Stephen Harada, what are your thoughts on Kyoruger? Kyoruger, it was not exactly great. It started out fine. I liked how there wasn't as much filler in it, but then Daigo just kept getting more perfect as it went along. All right. Why is Writer not in physical releases? Is it because physical releases slowing? Now, physical releases aren't phasing out. Criterion and Arrow Video are proof that physical releases will never be phased out.
Completely.
What you think of Bioman is kind of boring. I agree. I find it kind of boring too. Zoroku, the reason why Kamen Rider is not in physical release is because everyone likes Kamen Rider. Karen Rider. I hope that's a root. But yeah, but there's a lot of things that do have a physical release that not a lot of people like, and they still release them. Let's see. Power Ranger, Jimmy, Power Ranger thoughts. Do you think there was even a way to successfully adapt Shinkenger because it was always going to be a tough show to localize because of it's so rooted in Japanese cultural themes? I have no problem with the way they adapted Shinkenger. I liked Power Ranger Samurai. I don't think it was perfect, but there were some stuff in there I actually did enjoy. I liked them bringing Bulk and Skull back. Oh my God, Tim.
Hey, what did he say?
So Silver Quill says, my thing just skipped, so I can't tell you. Instantly banned titled, Rama 1/2, Wet and Wild.
Oh, Lord.
What are your thoughts on George Romero's zombie movies?
I love them.
I've only seen, well, 2 and kind of 1. I've seen the original Night of the Living Dead, which was not bad. I like the Tony Todd remake better. I sort of watched the original Dawn of the Dead and was not a fan of it, but I'll give it another shot at some point.
I love the original Dawn of the Dead.
And then I've seen Land of the Dead, which we saw that in theaters, and that was...
And then there's Diary of the Dead.
Yes, but we only saw Land of the Dead in theaters, and that was awful. Land of the Dead sucks so hard. Did you like Land of the Dead? Okay. She thought it was okay. All right. Kingston Johnson. What? Where? No stranger. What? Okay. He's got a one-word post. Darth Madeira. Howdy, Silver Quill, you crazy bird.
Mm-hmm.
Do you and Kurulika own any pets? No.
I do. It's called Kaiju no Kami. But no, I want cats. I love cats.
We don't have pets. We can't afford pets in an apartment complex.
Yeah. No, it's basically because Kaiju no Kami is lame and he doesn't want me to actually have any cuddly pets to have.
No, we can't afford them in an apartment complex and we have no space for a pet. We barely have space for our stuff, for inanimate objects. Oh, by the way, I moved the Wi-Fi over there.
Is it working?
Yep. Well, obviously it's working.
I have to check the backline. Why did you touch it?
Go do that so that you can leave me alone. Were you aware of the controversy when 4Kids was sued for the Yu-Gi-Oh license? Yes, I am. And that they try to throw Funimation under the bus. Stephen Harada, I'm not sure if YouTube skipped my comment or not, but what are your thoughts on Maji Ranger, Bokunger, and Tokuger? I answered that. Did you not hear me answer that? Let me know if you didn't hear me answer that, because I did answer that. It's just I was very far behind on everything. Thoughts on the new Team in Zenkaiger from Jackie the Black Thing? I really have no thoughts right now. They're there. It's a cool idea. I just don't know how they're going to implement it. All right. Let's see here. I loved how 4Kids got sued. How do you think the anniversary series should be handled? From the Winged Woods, this is tough because I don't really think there should have been an anniversary series this year. I think it should have just been a normal series. I would have rather it been like what they had done with Gal Ranger, where they just did an anniversary movie and left everything its own standalone and saved the anniversary for the 50th. So that's how I would have handled it. Thoughts on Lupin versus Pot? Not a good show. Good ideas, but poorly executed. Why do you like Go Ranger so much? From Amitai Cohen. It was the third Sentai series I watched. It's very little in the way of filler. It's very story driven. All the characters are likable. Every character gets development. The fight scenes are just exceptionally well shot and well choreographed. I love the mecha. The monster designs are some of my favorites. I love the whole concept of the Gorma Triumvirate, and that Gorma was this whole society that, even though they have an emperor, they have a senate and stuff to decide on their laws. It's just a lot of mythology involved. The action is top notch. The music rocks so much that everything just fits together into just, for me, being the perfect Toku show. It like takes everything that came before it and puts it into one little mixture and mixes it all up into one good show. That's the best way I can explain it. Will you review Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Season 2 from The Russian Wanderer? I'm sure I'll get around to it at some point. I just hope everyone enjoyed the Power Rangers review surprise for me reviewing the first season. Tim Johnson. Hi, since you recently reviewed Mighty Morphin Up, do you have plans to review Season 2? Probably at some point. I'm not going to make any promises of when it will happen. It could be a couple years from now. I could possibly jump to a different Power Ranger series first. But at some point, I will end up reviewing Season 2. Mr. Almanade, if they did adapt Garo, I can see the Sudarsu brothers play either gold armor or zero armor. JG. Hi, Kaiju. Hello, JG. No, I didn't hear the answer. Sorry. Oh, for Bokenger versus Pokemon. Okay, so Maji Ranger I'll review. I've already recorded my review, so you'll get the full details for that one when I get the review. I found it's an okay series. I love the villains. I think for every good episode, there's a bad episode. For every 2 good episodes, there's 2 bad episodes. So that's my opinion on Maji Ranger. Bokenger right now, and even back then, I found it very, very boring. We'll see what I think of it when I get farther. And Tokuger, I never made it through past episode 5, so I can't really comment on it. And so I'm probably going to try to review that this year, so I can finally see it in full. Russian Wanderer, do you think money should disappear? Well, money is the root of all evil. So, I mean, what would we use without money? Kingston Johnson. Die Ranger had literally the best mecha ever, change in my mind. Oh, geez. Agreed. Best mecha. Darth Madeira is one of the many reasons why Die Ranger is awesome. In fact, I religiously watch it once a year. Yeah, I watch it usually about every other year. Like, I watched it last year, so I probably won't be watching it again till next year. But I tend to watch it like every other year. And even or if not every other year in full, I watch various episodes every year. Let's see. I recently finished U-Ranger, and while Jay really did like it, I found Geki and Barai the only real memorable Ranger characters. I did love Bandora and her gang, though. Bandora and her gang are great. The only ones I don't particularly think are very fleshed out are Dan and Boy, because they feel like they're the same character. They just flip-flop on who's immature for what episode. But I think the show is solid all around, and it revolutionized a lot of things in Japan which is why Die Ranger and Kaku Ranger happened. Let's see. Have you ever heard of Toku Fun? I have not, Kingston. Dora Frankie was creepy as Steve. I agree. I love Dora Frankie, and then when he became Dora Zombie and Franken Zombie, and yes. Do you have Shiravan yet? JG, I have. I have the fan subs. I just haven't watched it yet. Right now, I'm working on some Sentai before the next Ultraman release comes out. Jimmy, second Power Ranger thoughts. I always wonder if Power Rangers would have still worked if they had adapted Jetman first instead of Jew-Ranger. It's a tough one. I really feel like the Sixth Ranger and the Dragon Zord are what really helped, and well, the dinosaurs in general, are really what helped Power Rangers become as successful as it was. So I don't know if it would have worked as Jetman, but being that it was still would have been a brand new concept, it might have. I know I would have been for it regardless. I was for it the moment I first heard about the series initially, so I would have loved it no matter what. I just don't know if it would have been as successful so quickly had it not been for the dinosaurs and the Sixth Ranger aspect. Do you think every Sentai series is adaptable or not at all? I think if you get someone that could work it, they can all be adapted. You just need to take someone that actually cares. You going to do a breakdown of the trailers of Zenkaiger? Probably not. Amitai, do you think Bokinger ruined Sentai? Nah, Russian. There are other series that did that. Shay Smithers, how would you rank the Cornetto trilogy? The Cornetto trilogy, I think Shaun of the Dead is the best. Then Hot Fuzz, which is freaking just as amazing as Shaun of the Dead. And then, even though I really, really like The World's End, there's a few aspects in The World's End that just don't work for me. But I still love it, even despite the flaws. But I would rank them in the order they came out in. I love the simple designs and the cool ones. Thoughts on Zyuohger if you have seen it. I have seen Zyuohger, and I am not a fan of it. I find the Ranger cast is kind of strong, but the rest of the show is boring. Nothing exciting comes out of it. I think Turbo Ranger would be good if Saban made it. Possibly. What Silver Quill? What theme would you like to see for a future Sentai series? Marine based. I want a series that is around a group of marine base for like submarines and ships for their mecha, fighting a demon fire tribe. And the demons are trying to burn the world up, so the Marine Rangers have to use water to keep the flames out. I wish they used all Die Ranger suits. So do I, Zeo King. I am coming towards the end. Give me 1 second here. Stand in Silver Quill, or stand in Kaiju. Stay there for a moment. Okay. There. That was all right. Let's see. But yeah, marine based. I want a water Sentai. Stephen Harada, what would you recommend we watch next? Continue with Mega Ranger since I'm on episode 5, or go to Ginga Man? I want a Sentai with multi-layered characters that are memorable, even if the script is meh. I would say stick to Mega Ranger and then go to Ginga Man. I love both series, but I think I like Mega Ranger more. And some of it's because of what happens in Mega Ranger in the later half of the series. But both are really good. Multi-layered characters. You're probably going to get more deeper characters with Mega Ranger than Ginga Man, especially later on in the show. But both, you can't go wrong either way. But if you've already started Mega Ranger, then stick to Mega Ranger. I need to go Kaiju. See ya Amatai. Jintaro's clips. What's your favorite Sentai series? Die Ranger. Kamen Rider 64. Did you know that Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal almost had another English dub by Bang Zoom? I did not, but by that point I checked out of Yu-Gi-Oh! For the most part. I didn't. I hope it was better than the dub we did get. Main Gamer, isn't the concept Go-Go 5 except for the Marine? Isn't that... No, because they weren't just like a fire tribe of demons. They were just demons in general. I'm thinking more of that it is just a straight up fire tribe. And everything is water based. So the mecha and all the mecha are, like I said, submarines and ships. Let's see. I am just about caught up. Shay Smithers, is there any current anime series you'd like to start watching at some point? Well, I want to get back to watching Great Pretender on Netflix. That was pretty good. We watched the first arc, which was the first 5 episodes. But most of the anime right now is just stuff I have on Blu-ray to catch up on, which is like Voltus 5, Combattler V, Cyborg 009, God Mars, Ideon, So yeah, right now the only current anime is Great Pretender. And I wish Overlord. See, I can't wait for Overlord season 4. Because we watched seasons 1 to 3 back in November and December. Sentai thoughts. Does every single Sentai season need mech to work? I mean, there are seasons Go Rangers showed you don't need mecha to be a successful show. At this point, mecha is so ingrained into Sentai, I don't think it would work anymore without the mecha. Water Sentai Marine Ranger. I think the name would be just like put into a hat, and they'd just like it'd be like Maringer. Thoughts on Air as villains? Thoughts on Air as villains? Well, the villains in the last several shows have been nothing but air, so it would be par for the course. I'm also for an ocean themed Sentai, but they should go more for an animal based. For like, they could always do like split the team up, like 3 are animals and 3 are vehicles. Actually, just Madeira, it never got a release. What do you think of music-based or a steampunk-based Sentai? That could be cool. It would just have to be, they'd have to play it very, very smartly. Mine would be marine and pirate themed. Okay, I think I'm at the end. So let's answer these last questions and then go, because we are going to leave soon. Where am I? Well, regardless, I'm never watching Yu-Gi-Oh's EXO nor Kamen Rider. It sucks. Okay. Do you like any of your 3 out of 5 star rated Sentai? Yeah, there's quite a few series. Basically, a 3 means, for me and for the rating system, a 3 just means it's average. I can watch it, but there are other series I would rather watch over it. 3 doesn't mean I outright hate it. I would never watch it again. It just means it's not going to be on a priority list. So if I rated a 3, it just means it's there, it's cool, but it doesn't do anything extraordinary. If it's below a 3, then we start to get in the territory of whether I truly, truly dislike it or not. Gomplaz 200, are you a teacher? Yes, I am. I sub for a school district out here in Colorado. I would like this Water Sentai's theme song to be Deathlock's Go Into the Water. Okay. She Smithers, are you a fan of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Never watched it. Kuralika loves it. I have One Piece. I don't have time for JoJo. Overlord Season 4 is a must. Are there any upcoming figure arts you've had your eyes on? I'm going to get Sevenger. I pre-ordered the new release for Kamen Rider Black for the Shochaku, whatever. The new Kamen Rider Black one. There hasn't been anything in Ultraman I've wanted because they haven't done any more monsters from the original show or 7. Although if I had the money, I would get the stuff from X and Return. I guess one figure art they showed off a while ago that has not been given a release date is Tika. What do you think of Victory Gundam and Turn A? Because the former is Tomino is his most bitter and the latter is his most happiest. I think they're both great. Turn A is one of my favorite Gundam series. I actually describe it more as like Escaflowne meets Gundam. Victory Gundam is really good too. It takes a little bit to get moving, but when it does, it's really, really good. I just don't wish it didn't feel so estranged from the other Gundam shows before it. It just feels, because of its such a big time jump, it just feels out of place. But on the other hand, that also makes it kind of interesting because you don't know the world that's going on. Shea Smithers, what are you looking for forward to more? The next God of War game or Horizon game? Probably God of War. Mostly because Horizon was a completed story, and I don't feel like there needs to have a sequel. I will play it, but I feel like whereas God of War left off to be continued, so the story's not finished yet. So definitely God of War. Kamen Rider 64, where are you guys going? We're going out to lunch at this deli place by us. We know your favorite Sentai show. So what's your least favorite? Not sure. It's a toss-up between Goanger Q Ranger, and Ryu Soldier. One of those three. Probably Go Ranger or Q Ranger. We can all agree Pandora from Ultraman Taro is cute. Which one was Pandora? I don't remember now. I'm just drawing a blank. No, I didn't mean Kamen Rider sucks. If they ever release anything Kamen Rider, I'll get it. Okay, I kind of figured. That's why I was like, wait, what? Growing monsters into giants is the best part of Super Sentai Power Rangers. It depends, Don. I love the growing part, but I don't need it every episode. I could do a couple episodes here or there without the giant monsters. Kamen Rider 64, which Ghibli company is better? Funimation, Viz, Sentai Filmworks, or Aniplex? Which one does better? Dubs? Because Funimation and Sentai use the same studio. Viz and Aniplex use the same studios. So I don't know. All of them have great dubs, and all of them have had shitty dubs. See ya, Kaiju. There's another fun Q&A. See ya, Shea Smithers. Amita Karan. Did you watch Mitsu Sentai Go Ranger? Yes, I have reviewed it. The fan subs I came from Rampage. So look for Rampage subs, or just look it up on torrents. The Marsupial one. Oh, that one. Pandora with the Marsupial. Yeah. He was fine. I can't say adorable because later, Kaiju, next time. Bye-bye. Top 5 Sentai seasons you would want Shout Factory to do after 5-man. Geki Ranger, Flashman, Denjimon, Dynaman, and Go Ranger. Oh, Go Kaiju. Go Kaiju. So that's 6. But yeah. First 2 episodes of OG Writers on YouTube, even if it's unblocked in America. It is, but you might as well just watch the whole show off of Shout Factory's website. So with that said, we are going to head out, or I am going to head out. So all of you have a good day, good weekend, good week. And until next time, bye. Bye. Bye.